Welcome. Today, we're really jumping into something delicious. We're focusing on Crackle cookies.
Hmm.
Now, this isn't just, another online cookie shop. They've made this huge claim. They say they offer the world's greatest homemade cookies.
That's quite a statement.
It really is. So our mission today is to kind of dig into that. We want to unpack what's behind the claim, look at their, massive menu, their business side of things,
Yeah.
and, really see how they stack up against that big title. So, okay, let's get started.
Yeah, and we're really going to try and peel back the layers here. Because Crackle cookies, it's a fascinating little case study, isn't it?
Right.
How do you mix that sort of traditional homemade baking feel with, well, modern e-commerce and all these really innovative flavors they seem to have?
Exactly.
Be looking at how they pull all those pieces together, for their brand and their cookies.
Okay, so that claim, the world's greatest homemade cookies. I mean, wow. That's not just marketing fluff, is it? It feels like their whole identity is built on it.
Definitely.
But being online first, what does that mean strategically? Is it risky? Setting the bar that high right away? Does it just invite people to pick it apart, especially when they can't, taste it beforehand?
Well, it is a risk, yeah. A calculated one, I'd say. But maybe, just maybe, a brilliant one.
How so?
Because for an online brand, right, that huge claim sets expectations immediately, like from the very first click.
Okay.
If they actually deliver on it, boom, massive loyalty. If they don't, well, yeah, the backlash online could be pretty quick.
True.
But putting world's greatest homemade cookies next to online cookie shop, they're selling the convenience of getting top-tier quality delivered right to your door. Is trying to get over that hump, buying food online without seeing or tasting it first.
And their website, it definitely looks like they're serious. It's not just some basic order page.
No, not at all.
They've got everything. Home order cookies, the list, which is their weekly menu, catering, nutrition facts, even merch.
Merch? Really? Okay.
Yeah, and then the usual stuff like social media links, their story, a detailed FAQ. It really feels like a proper business, not just someone baking in their kitchen.
And what I found really interesting, especially for an online business, is they list a specific physical address. 500 8th Avenue, FRNT 33, tag 1740 NY, NY 1018.
Huh. Why do you think they do that?
Well, it adds credibility, obviously.
Yeah.
But it could be more strategic, maybe hinting at, like, a ghost kitchen setup or future pop-ups. Yeah. Or maybe just using that NYC address to suggest a certain level of, quality or sophistication without needing a storefront.
Interesting. So it suggests they're thinking bigger than just the website.
Exactly. It grounds the brand a bit.
Okay, so we've got the big picture, the online setup. Let's get to the good part, the cookies themselves, because that's what it all comes down to, right? And where else to start but the absolute classic, chocolate chip. How do they make that special? Everyone has their perfect chocolate chip cookie.
That's the benchmark, isn't it?
Totally. So Crackle Cookies describes theirs as the greatest chocolate chip cookie you'll ever taste. No nuts, just crazy mad chips. All natural.
Okay, crazy mad chips.
Yeah. The no nuts is clear, good for allergies, but crazy mad chips. It sounds kind of fun, almost playful. How does that fit with being the greatest? Does it match the, premium vibe?
I think it does, actually.
Yeah.
Crazy mad chips, it gives you a sense of abundance, right? Like, they're not skimping. It's generous.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
And it's really clever because they also have a chocolate chip walnut version. And get this, they call that one our best seller.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, and for that one, they specify real butter, eggs, and fresh walnuts. See?
You're doing both.
Right, they cater to both crowds, the purists and the nut lovers. Exactly. It doesn't weaken the greatest claim, it actually broadens it. They're saying, look, whether you want pure chocolate overload or that nutty richness, we've nailed both.
Yeah.
It's pretty smart positioning.
It really is covering all the bases. And they do the same with another classic, right? Oatmeal raisin.
Yep.
Theirs is described as soft and chewy original oatmeal raisin. Simple, but they highlight that texture, soft and chewy. What does that focus on mouthfeel tell us?
I think it tells us they're thinking about the whole experience. It's not just listing ingredients. They understand that for classics, people have strong preferences about texture. Is it crisp? Is it chewy? By calling it out, they're managing expectations and promising a specific, probably very comforting experience.
So they're not just throwing ingredients together.
Not at all. It seems like there's a clear vision for each cookie. They're either perfecting one specific type, like the no nuts chip, or offering really distinct, high-quality options like with the walnut. Details matter when you're claiming to be the best.
Okay, but it's not all classics, is it? They get pretty adventurous. Some of these sound like a vacation.
Oh, yeah. This is where it gets really interesting, I think. The tropical and fruity ones.
Totally. Like, how do you even capture tropical paradise in a cookie? What are they doing there?
Well, let's look at one.
Okay, this new one, Crackl chinola. That's passion fruit pineapple. Described as a tropical delight, tangy, aromatic essence of passion fruit. It has a filling inside, a creamy passion fruit glaze, and pieces of pineapples.
Wow.
See, it's layers.
Yeah. And then there's guayaba. A guava fruit-based cookie, again, real guava filling inside, but this one has toasted coconut flakes and a guayaba glaze creamy swirl.
It's all about building that sensory experience, isn't it?
Seems like it.
They're not just saying passion fruit flavor. They're talking essence, filling, glaze, actual fruit pieces. Same with the guava filling, toasted coconut for texture, glaze.
So it's hitting multiple notes. Exactly. It's immersive. For an online shop where you can't taste first, these super vivid descriptions using real fruit parts are crucial. They make you imagine the taste, the texture. It feels special, transportive, even before you order.
It definitely makes them sound more gourmet than just, fruit flavored.
Right. And then they have something like the lemon drip.
Ah, yeah. Saw that one. Lemon-based gourmet cookie. Uses real lemon juice, zest, and lemon chips. So still fruity, but maybe brighter, less tropical.
Precisely. It offers a different kind of fruity kick. Fresh, zesty, shows range within their fruit category.
So taking a step back, what does this focus on real specific fruit ingredients tell us about their overall strategy?
I think it shows a real commitment to genuine flavors and innovation. They're not faking it with artificial stuff. They're using real passion fruit, real guava, real lemon zest. That backs up the gourmet and homemade angles. It's about pushing boundaries and maybe redefining what a cookie can taste like.
Okay, moving on from the fruity stuff, they also seem to lean into comfort, indulgence, and even cultural nods.
Yeah, definitely. There's a whole other vibe going on with some of these.
Like the Café con Leche cookie. The description says it's a decadent tribute to the beloved Latin American coffee drink, blending warmth and richness of coffee, milk, and spices. It mentions a tender, coffee-infused dough, cinnamon, nutmeg, and just the right amount of sugar. Sounds cozy.
Cozy, but also sophisticated, right?
Yeah.
That cultural connection is strong. It immediately brings a specific feeling and flavor profile to mind. And listing spices like cinnamon and nutmeg tells you it's not just coffee flavor, it's more complex, more thoughtful, like the actual drink.
It taps into that nostalgia or familiarity for people who know the drink.
Exactly. Familiar, yet maybe new in cookie form. It's clever.
Then, swinging the pendulum to pure indulgence, dark chocolate W. Reese's peanut butter chips.
Ah, the crowd pleaser combo.
Totally. But notice they specify 100% cacao powder dark chocolate. That sounds intense. Then they add the Reese's chips. It's an interesting mix, isn't it? High-end dark chocolate with a super mainstream candy.
It really is.
Yeah.
What do you make of that combo for their greatest homemade image?
Well, the dark chocolate says gourmet, right? Serious quality. But the Reese's chips, that's pure comfort food. Everyone knows it.
Right. It's like they're blending the sophisticated with the super accessible.
Yeah.
Maybe it reassures people. Like, we do fancy stuff, but we also know you love this classic combo. It broadens the appeal massively, ensures there's something familiar even amongst the more exotic options.
Good point. And speaking of creamy and comforting, what about the coconut cream cheese one?
Ooh, yeah.
The description really goes all in. Coconut flour, coconut flakes, real cream cheese inside and out. They're not messing around with the coconut.
No kidding. Inside and out. That tells you a lot.
What does it tell you?
It shows they're serious about depth of flavor and texture. Coconut flour, flakes, and cream cheese. That's building layers of coconut experience. It's not just a sprinkle on top. And the cream cheese adds that richness, that moisture.
It's about fully committing to the main ingredient.
I think so. It suggests their philosophy is about really delivering on the promised flavor in a big way. Total immersion.
Okay, now, this next one. This is where things get, really interesting. Art meets cookies.
Ah, you mean the Basquiat.
Yes, the Basquiat.
Right.
Described as one of the most popular cookies with kids and adults who want a healthy sugar high.
Healthy sugar high. I love that.
Right, it's hilarious. But does that kind of playful, ironic description fit with the whole world's greatest homemade luxury vibe? Or is it maybe aimed somewhere else?
It's definitely playful, so what's actually in it?
Okay, it's a light brown sugar mix cookie with milk chocolate chips, M&Ms, and rainbow sprinkles inside and out. Sounds like a party.
It does. Pure fun. Like you
Yeah.
said, maybe like kids after a birthday party?
Exactly. Is there a strategy there tapping into that, like, childhood joy?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's super smart, actually.
How so?
Well, naming it the Basquiat, they even say inspired by the artworks and named after the colorful painter Jean-Michel Basquiat. That instantly elevates it, makes it cool, artsy.
Right, gives it context.
But then the ingredients, M&Ms, sprinkles, are totally fun, accessible, nostalgic. It hits both kids and adults, maybe the ones who are, young at heart or appreciate the art connection.
So it bridges that gap between, like, high art and just fun.
Precisely. It makes the brand feel less intimidating, maybe. Shows they have a sense of humor. It probably pulls in a whole different crowd, proving that greatest can also just be about pure, unadulterated, colorful joy.
Okay, that makes sense. It broadens their reach. So we've tasted our way through this incredible menu in theory, but how do they actually get these cookies to people? What are the options?
Right, the logistics. This is key for an online business.
They have these Crackle cookies pouches, and they suggest them for kids' lunch work gym snack. Super convenient sounding.
Yeah, pouches are smart.
You can get them in packs of 3, 6, or 12. And they have gourmet chocolate chip and variety flavors, plus custom mix options.
See, those pouches, that's not just convenient, it's about integrating the cookies into daily life, right? Lunchboxes, gym bags. It makes it a regular purchase, not just a special treat. For an online store, that's gold. Repeat business through convenience.
And they're pushing it right now, too, especially for you listening. There's a promo. All September orders receive free bag of cookies.
Oh, the classic limited time offer.
Works every time.
Pretty much. It creates urgency, doesn't it? That free bag makes you think, oh, I should order now to get that.
Yeah.
It's great for getting first-time buyers over the line or encouraging a bigger order. Pure e-commerce psychology 101.
Turns window shoppers into actual buyers.
Exactly. Gets them to click
Yeah.
buy.
Okay, besides the pouches, they also have the great box of 8 assorted flavors. That sounds like the way to go if you want to try a bunch.
Definitely the sampler approach.
And they're clearly not resting on their laurels. They announce all new flavors, Crackle Chinola, Cafe con Leche, Guava, so they're constantly adding new things.
Which brings up that interesting point. How do they manage that? Keeping the reliable classics while also rolling out new, exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's a balancing act.
And that's where all their communication comes in. You mentioned the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, X, YouTube. They're everywhere. Plus, a newsletter sign-up.
Spreading the word.
Totally. They need to tell people about the new stuff, keep the excitement going, but also remind them the favorites are still there. It keeps the brand feeling dynamic and fresh, which is crucial online when there's so much competition.
Wow. Okay, so summing this all up, it's quite the operation Crackle Cookies has going.
It really is.
We've seen the classics done meticulously, the wild tropical ones, the comforting ones, even the artsy one, and then the smart ways they package it, the pouches, the boxes, plus the promotions. It feels like they've thought about the whole journey from clicking the site to snacking on the go.
I agree. It looks like they're successfully mixing that creative, really gourmet flavor approach with very practical, user-friendly products and sharp marketing.
Right.
That whole package, the great product, the easy online experience, the smart promotion, that's how they can realistically aim for that world's greatest homemade cookies title, even being online. It's the entire experience they're crafting.
More than just the cookie itself.
Absolutely.
So thinking about everything we've discussed, all those different cookies, the ingredients, the descriptions, here's a thought for you listening. What single thing maybe, an ingredient, a flavor profile, even a feeling do you think is the real secret ingredient that makes any cookie truly the greatest? And how do you see Crackle Cookies trying to capture that secret sauce across their whole very diverse menu? What makes a cookie legendary for you? Something to chew on?